So, long form video on my stretching and mobility routine. Get this out of here. Get it out. Stay there. Okay. I actually already did it today. I just completely forgot to record. So I'm just going to show you what I do and then, hold it for however long you feel like. Generally like 20 to 30 seconds I find is pretty good. I always start with the most basic one, which is just stretch and hold both sides. Then I go bring my knee over my leg, pull it to my chest, hold that. You should feel it right about here, right? I do that for both sides. Also, something good for your back. I can usually make my back pop. You go like this, elbow to your knee and twist. And that can normally make like my lower back pop. So I like to do that on both sides. Then I do this one, ankle on my knee. And the goal is to get your ball as close to this heel as possible. So you try to like sit into it. So there and there. Then I go into, I don't know the names of like the muscles or anything. This quad, baby, quad I think. So put your leg back like this and then lean back as far as you can. I used to be able to do it only to here. Now I've progressed and I can move all the way down like this. I'm making a stretching video. Then I do a pigeon stretch, and the idea is you want your shin to be like parallel to the ground, but my hip actually doesn't bend like that, so my leg ends up like bending in like that, but that's okay, just do your best. And again, leg is supposed to be up here, but like I can't like, I don't know, I'm like tight, I guess. Then I go into, this is like a hurdle specific stretch. So like I guess if you don't do hurdles, I mean I suppose it'd be good for you, but it's more like for hurdle form. Because I come into the same position we were in before with this, but instead of leaning back, I'm actually reaching forward to touch my toe. So it's like when you're going over a hurdle, it's like this is your lead leg, this is your trail leg, and you're going like that, right? So I do like 10 of those, like that. Then I go into hip mobility. So you're on your hands and knees, and you bring your knee out to the side like this, 10 on each side. Then we do a different variation, a kick back. So we're going to do 10 of those on each side, like that. Then this is what I learned recently. You stick your leg out straight and you bring it like that. And you do those 10 on each side. What do I do next? Oh wait, no, I forgot. It's kind of a mix of the previous two we did. This one, the fire hydrant, and the kickback. And this is kind of like hurdle trail leg if you do hurdles. So you do 10 on each side of those. Then I do 90-90s. It gets its name from the 90-degree angle your knee should have. And you can start with your hands on the ground, but the more advanced version is to have your hands kind of like up off the ground, like that. And I generally do 10 of those. And then I go into the smaller pieces of that. So staying in the same position, I put my hands back, and then I do 10 of these. So 10 of those, 10 of these, and my feet are staying planted on the ground. Switch position, and 10 of these. And that is pretty much it. I mean, you can add in more stuff like, butterfly stretch and stuff. I don't really like that one. Yeah, the butterfly stretch annoys me. That is pretty much all I do for stretching mobility, and I try to do that after every workout and even on my rest days. Even if you're not like a specific hurdler, like hip strength still helps a lot, especially with like opening your gait if you're just a runner or something like that. So hopefully this helped get out of my way. Hopefully this helped someone.